Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jayo Radha Gopinatha Radha Gopinatha Radha Gopinatha Shri Radhe Jaya Shri Gopal Shri Gopal Jaya Shri Gopal Jaya Gaura-Nitai, Jaya Gaura-Nitai. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Om Vishnu Pada Paramahamsa Parivrajakacha Ashtotarisha Shri Srimad Divine Grace Adesha Namaradinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnu Pada Paramahamsa Parivrajakacha Ashtotarisha Shri Srimad Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Shri Giriraj Govardhan Ki Brajabhumi Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Ganga Maiya Yamuna Maiya Ki Bhakti Devi Shrimati Tulsi Maharani Ki Kaliuga Pavan Shri Harinama Sankirtana Ki Samaveda Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Nitai Gaura Premanande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nistaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Govindaya Namo Namaha Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadameyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Yuda Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Shri Chaitanyamishwaram Paramananda Madhavam. Hare Krishna. Very grateful to be here amongst all of you this evening. My gratitude to one and all for being here on this busy Sunday. Of course, nowadays time is precious and everyone's time must be respected. And we truly value your presence here this evening. So, I was being asked to speak on this topic called Gita and Gen Z, or Gita for Gen Z. By the way, how many of you don't know what Gen Z is? Anyone who doesn't know? How many of you belong to the Gen Z category here? Few of you, many of you, okay. So, let me make it very clear before we share something. This is not like a preachy thing where I'm trying to enforce or I'm trying to probably put some rules and regulations upon any one of you. But it's just a wonderful exchange and sharing of knowledge. Something that I have heard, something that I have personally. Seen, personally experienced, and uh, tried implementing in my life is what I'm just going to share with all of you today. So, now many of you who belong to the Gen Z category, how many of you know what the meaning of, how many of you have heard this term called goat? Now, many who do not belong to this category probably, आपके लिए goat मतलब क्या है? Bakri, is it not? Now, for most of the people who do not know what goat in the Gen Z terminology means, they think goat means bakri. But okay, now Gen Zs, you can tell me what exactly goat means? Oh, wow, greatest of all times. That is what goat means. GOAT, greatest of all times. And let me tell you honestly, one Gen Z came to me and said, Prabhu, you are goat. I felt so insulted. I said, गोट नहीं गाय बोल दिया तो अभी भी चलता था. No, goat, no, what does that goat mean? And I felt so offended. I said, how dare you tell me goat? And then he said, nahi nahi Prabhu, goat means greatest of all times. अरे वाह, अच्छा लगा सुन के. Although no one, but someone just came up and told, oh, you are goat. And nowadays it just clicks. How many of you have heard, how many of you know Serena Williams? Venus Williams? Okay, how many of you know who is the famous currently? She is what? Cricket player? Badminton? No, tennis player. I thought Gen Zs are highly updated, but you seem to be coming from a different category altogether. Okay, anyways, that's okay. Even if you don't know, you don't need to know everything. No, we simply think that I know everything. But yeah, we even if you don't know, it's okay. Hmm? But how many of you know who is Novak Djokovic? नाम नहीं सुना? He's one of the top tennis players today. Not just that. Okay, how many of you have heard Sachin Tendulkar? Okay, Virat, many of you. Who are they? Of course, cricket players, right? But they are the goat of cricket. They are the greatest of all times in the field of cricket, is it not? How many of you know Don Bradman? He was at that point of time, during our times, he was one of the greatest players in the field of cricket. And how many of you know Michael Jordan? Who is he? A basketball player. He's the GOAT in the field of basketball. Greatest of all times. Not just that. How many of you know Bill Gates? Anyone who is having a partnership with Bill Gates in business? No? Okay, how many of you know Steve Jobs? Who is he, by the way? Founder of Apple, pineapple, watermelon, Apple. Okay, the founder of Apple. Great personality. The world will remember them practically for ages, for generations to come. Not just that. By the way, have you heard Cristiano Ronaldo? Yes. Who is he? Soccer player? Yes. He's a goat. He's a goat in the field of soccer. How many of you know Messi? Who doesn't know? Unfortunately, they lost. But no, the player of the millennium, the world will remember. Why am I talking to? Why am I talking to all of you? In terms of all these personalities. Go ahead. Yes, greatest of all time. Quick. Whether it's Serena Williams or Tendulkar or Virat or Jordan, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Messi, Maradona, Ronaldo, Gary Kasparov in the field of chess, or Tiger Woods in the field of golf. All these personalities they are the role models, is it not? People look up to them and they really have created a very deep impact in the life of so many millions. And the world definitely calls them GOAT. Obviously, and they are the greatest of all times. Now, what I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to convey this one point that every field has their GOAT. And now I want to come to this point that even in the field of spirituality, we can proudly say Bhagavad Gita is the GOAT scripture, the scripture on the wisdom of life. Lord Krishna is the GOAT teacher, the greatest of all time, the great teacher who shared this wisdom with the whole world. Arjuna is the GOAT student. Now it's easy to say, मैं आपको बोल दूंगा you are GOAT, or you may say I am GOAT, but भाई खाली बोलने से थोड़ी हो जाता है. No, you have to really live by. You have to substantiate all these personalities whom we talked about, whether it's Roger Federer or Michael Jordan or Virat. They have proved, they have shown by their skills, by their talents, by their personality, that they are really good. And if I say, okay, no, Gita is a goat scripture, Prabhu, no, I can also say my physics book is a goat scripture in the field of physics, or in the field of medicine, probably the Chaurasia and so many other books, Low and Belly, no, the surgical books. But what really makes one goat? What really makes Bhagavad Gita? Why is Bhagavad Gita the greatest of all times? Four reasons. The first is, we'll just touch upon these points one by one. The first reason being timeless relevance. Timeless relevance means the Gita answers to the questions which Arjuna had, and Gita answers to the questions that today's Gen Z also has. That means there is relevance of Gita. Gita is still relevant in today's day and age. Even Gita appeals to the current generation. And Gita will continue to appeal even to the upcoming alpha, beta, gamma, delta, whatever you may call. Because the principles spoken by Lord Krishna in Gita, they will never be outdated. In today's day and age, कोई भी नया टेक्नोलॉजी आता है ना, after a few years that technology becomes outdated. Some new technology comes up, is it not? And when the new technology comes, the old is gone, it's bygone. But Gita is that technology spoken 5,000 years ago, but still, it has its relevance, it has its application, it has its uses, it has its utility even in the world today. By the grace of Srila Prabhupada, in last 50 years, 500 million copies of Bhagavad Gita has been distributed worldwide. कोई टेक्नोलॉजी कब बिकता है? उसके अंदर दम होगा, उसके अंदर अपीलिंग पावर होगा, उसके अंदर रेलेवेंस होगा. So it has such, the point that we discussed, go ahead. Timeless relevance. Second, universal influence. That means Gita has the power. It's not just tied up to one culture. People across the world read it either for leadership, either for ethics, or either for some mental balance. And today's generation, definitely, they are intelligent people. They will not pick up any Tom, Dick and Harry book and start reading unless it really makes sense to them. So Gita has the power, to influence, people across different cultures. The third, is the life-changing transformation that Gita offers. Look at Arjuna. Now Arjuna, he also went from one extreme to another. One extreme was he was so much overwhelmed at one point of time. Visrujyam sasaram chapam shoka sambigna manasah. He gave up his own skill. He was so nervous. He got such a severe panic attack that he broke down. The challenges that were there then, the challenges continues to be even today. The world has changed drastically. The world has advanced, but the challenges are equally grown. The challenges, more or less, remains. And here we see Arjuna, who was so much overwhelmed and confused that at one point of time he said, Krishna, I give up. I quit. I'm not going to fight. That one extreme, after hearing Gita, Arjuna tells to Krishna, my dear Lord, Karishya vachanam tava. whatever you tell, I am willing to fight because I am convinced of what you have spoken and it really makes sense to me. So, this is what is a goat factor. Goat factor means it just doesn't inform, it actually transforms. A lot of books that are there in the world today, they have a lot of informative knowledge, but as far as the transformative knowledge, wisdom is concerned, very few books can offer that. And that's why, Google gives us information, but Gita actually gives us transformation, and that's what is the major difference. Information may just update our phones, but transformation upgrades everyone's life, and that's what Gita has to offer to the whole world. And that's why Arjun, who was such a master, he was God, greatest of all time. But even personality like Arjun goes through challenges, goes through crisis. So when you and me, when today's generation, when they go through crisis, we don't have to give up. All that we have to do is pick up Gita and look for the answers, and we all will get the answers for sure. And the fourth reason why Gita is the goat scripture, because of the unparalleled wisdom. Gita just doesn't tell you how to win career game. Gita actually tells you how to win the inner game. We all have our inner struggles, with the struggles that we go through in the world outside. And Gita mainly addresses how to handle your own self first before going in the world outside and handling challenges. And this is what makes Gita really wonderful. Gita gives us clarity amidst confusion, resilience to face challenges. Gita also tells how do you achieve success. But after achieving success, how do you sustain that success? Because many people, they become successful, but that same strength becomes their weakness. Gita tells, handle success with gratitude and humility. Arjun, that is the way by which you can digest success. We all want success in life, but we don't even know how to success. We don't even know how to handle success. We don't want failure, but failure comes, and many a time we don't know how to handle failures. So Bhagavad Gita teaches us not just how to be successful, but Bhagavad Gita also teaches us how to handle success, how to digest success. Because if I don't have the appetite, and if I end up eating 1 liter sweet rice, although sweet rice is nice and although I love it, still the sweet rice will end up poisoning it will cause food poisoning. So nothing in this world is completely good, completely bad. Lord Krishna says even success is not completely good or completely bad. Even failure is not completely bad. Failure could be a wonderful stepping stone, a milestone to a new avenue, a new opening, a new growth, Arjun. So the wisdom that Lord Krishna offers in Bhagavad Gita is something unparalleled. And why Krishna is... So we saw how Gita is God's scripture. I hope you all are there with me. I hope you are understanding what God means. I'm speaking more about God. I should be speaking more about Krishna. But then because the current generation, they can connect to God, so I'm just speaking this word God more, greatest of all time. So we saw how Gita is a God scripture. Krishna is a God teacher. Many reasons, but today's generation, Krishna in the entire Gita, he does not dictate Arjuna. Arjuna, do this. Arjuna, if you don't follow what I say, you will be doomed. Krishna doesn't tell Arjuna, Arjuna, if you don't follow what I am saying, I will not assist you. I will take all my powers back. Krishna doesn't tell Arjuna. Even after speaking entire Gita to Arjuna, Krishna says, Arjun, I have spoken, I have done my part. Now it's up to you to decide whether you want to follow or you want to unfollow. You want to subscribe or you want to unsubscribe. This is what Krishna says. Krishna does not dictate. Krishna does not enforce. Krishna is... That's why Bhagavad Gita actually is a book of choices and not commandments. Bhagavad Gita gives us choices. You pick up. There are multiple choices given when you go in the supermarket. You pick up whatever suits you. And today's generation, especially Gen Z generation, the upcoming generation, they don't want enforcement. They don't want someone to push them. They don't like someone being too pushy, right? Krishna is actually Krishna spoke Gita only for Gen Z. In the sense, Krishna understood few generations down the line, there will be one generation which will come. उनको मनाना, उनको पटाना, उनको समझाना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा. But Krishna, knowing well the mindset of the generation, Krishna is very intelligent. This is one more thing that I'm going to discuss. Mind gets distracted with so many notifications that keep coming. And this is what Krishna also addresses in the Gita. So, of course, many reasons why Lord Krishna, the teachings that Lord Krishna offers are very practical. Especially the Gen Zs, they love this concept of Karma Yoga. And Krishna has so beautifully explained all throughout how Karma Yoga is nothing but the art of living in this world. Bhakti Yoga is the art of loving. Jnana Yoga is the art of letting go, Arjun. Arjun, you can't hold everything all the time. You have to let go. Only when you let go will you really attain peace and calm in your life. If you keep holding on to things which doesn't really make sense, which doesn't really going to give you the meaning in life, it's not worth it. Just give it up. Krishna doesn't tell Arjun you give up your profession. Krishna doesn't tell Arjun, Arjun, you give up your archery. Krishna doesn't tell you give up the world. No, Krishna tells us to give up the wrong mentality which holds us, which binds us, and which blinds us. So therefore, the practical, the teachings of Gita are very practical, and not just that. Krishna speaks this entire wisdom of Gita to Arjuna with a lot of empathy. Krishna empathizes with Arjuna. Arjuna, I can understand what you are going through. Krishna tells Arjuna, Arjuna, I am there with you, do not worry. And that's what Krishna tells even to all of us through Bhagavad Gita. Machchitta sarva durgani Mat prasadattarishyasi atachetvam ahankaram na shostyasi vinamshyati. Krishna tells to all of us through Bhagavad Gita, if you are there for me, I am always there for you. All that you need to do is think of me and I am there. I will help you cross. I will help you cross across all the challenges in life. And we have series of examples. We don't have the time to really get into all of that. But the point is, Krishna understands. He feels for us. Imagine you have a friend, but that friend is only on the Facebook. You don't even know. So many friends that you may have on the Facebook. There was one old uncle who was passing by, and this young boy, he happened to see this old uncle. Uncle, I have seen you. Uncle said, is it? Maybe I saw you on Instagram page. No. Maybe, no, you are following me as a friend on Facebook. So uncle said, Beta, I am just your next door neighbor. So many a times, no, we are so much lost in the virtual reality that we fail to connect. No, we are connected to the whole world outside, but we are disconnected, no, within, and we are disconnected with our near ones and dear ones. Krishna, Krishna tells to Arjuna, Arjuna, I am there with you. So that connection with Krishna gives us a lot of solace, hope, calm, and motivation. And then, of course, no, the guidance that Lord Krishna offers, the universal guidance, is something, which people, the greatest dignitaries, the big magnates, they all have endorsed Gita as one of the best scripture and Krishna as the good teacher. And then, of course, why Arjuna is a good student? Very important. Courage is not about just showing your bravery. Courage is also about accepting your shortcomings. And Arjuna accepted his limitation. Arjuna admitted. Arjuna was brave enough to admit confusion. So a great student or a goat student is not the one who doesn't struggle. The goat student is the one who grows through the struggle. So struggle we all have to go through. Admitting our mistakes, admitting our fallacies, admitting our shortcoming is not a weakness. It's a great courage and an opportunity to grow further. And that's why Arjuna was a good student, because he was brave enough to admit confusion. Not just that, he was humble enough to learn. Today's generation, they are open to learning, provided they get good teacher, right? And therefore, whether it's Gita, whether it's Lord Krishna, whether it's Arjuna, they all are greatest of all times. Scripture, teacher, student, respectively. And just that, so as I said, right, why Gita connects with the Gen Z more? Because Gen Z is looking for freedom. Lord Krishna is not binding Arjuna. No. Lord Krishna speaks about freedom, but he speaks about regulative principles of freedom. Arjuna, certain principles one must follow. You just can't think that I will live my life the way I want to. No. You just can't say, okay, I will jump from the 35th floor and still the law of gravity won't work. It doesn't work that way. Certain rules and regulations must be followed. How many of us? Many of us question, when we go to temple, why do you have to follow so many rules and regulations? But where are rules and regulations not there? You go to airport, there are rules and regulations. You can just pass, without screening. You keep screaming, but no one will allow you to pass through, without screening, right? You have to go through the security check. So many laws, so many rules applies everywhere. But what Lord Krishna says, when you will follow these rules will help you grow better. It's just like you fly a kite, and while flying the kite goes way high up in the sky, and the kite starts thinking, why am I being tied up? I want to go further high. I feel I'm being bound. I feel I am being too much suffocated by following someone just trying to hold me. But that kite doesn't know. The person who is trying to fly the kite is actually holding you so that you go further high and you don't fall drastically down. Yes? All of you agree to what I'm saying? And that's what there is freedom, but there is freedom with regulation. That's what Lord Krishna says. And here, Gen Z also loves freedom. They want authenticity. They love authentic people. Just go back. They want authentic people. Yes. They want independent thinking. They want to be independently thoughtful. Krishna tells Arjuna, itna sara bolne ke baad, now you decide. Vimrishyet asheshena yathechasi tatha kuru. Krishna tells to Arjuna, I leave it up to you to decide. So like this, no. Go ahead. Yeah. What? Jaldi check. Go ahead. Okay. So yes, now begins the actual conversation, actual discussion, and actual presentation. How Bhagavad Gita appeals even to the current generation and how it will continue to appeal to the next generation. The current generation, yes, the Gen Zs are born with mobile in one hand and iPad in another hand. They are born with smartphones, social media, they are born with loads of information, and they grow with they are trying to grow themselves in the midst of constant distractions, is it not? The world was never so distracted before. Distractions were there, but it has gone to another level nowadays. I was trying to preach to one Gen Z. I was telling that you should study and how studying is good. Yes, freedom is needed, but then freedom also has to be with a proper understanding. You can't just go out on the street and start chasing people. You have to follow certain laws and regulation. And then there's and when I was telling him, I used to visit this medical college called JJ Medical College. And here, this boy, he's telling me, sir, exam ka saya hai. Saya matlab samajhte hain? Dar hai, ek prakar se. Students, they have to constantly go through that phase. Whenever you go and visit any medical student, they are saying, sir, I'm exam going. And when do you study, Baba? Only at night time they get the time to study. Because throughout the day they are in college only. Doing practical, doing, attending OPDs and whatnot. So this boy was telling, sir, exam ka saya hai, exam ka saya. Exam ka saya hai, exam ke din mein. Exam ke dinon mein kisne sukh paya hai? एग्जाम का साया है, एग्जाम के दिनों में किसने सुख पाया है? फिर भी लोग कहते हैं अव्वल नंबर लाओ, फिर भी लोग कहते हैं अव्वल नंबर लाओ। अभी इन्हें कौन समझाए कि ये सब मोह माया है? I said, बेटा, मेरी बिल्ली मुझे ही म्याऊं। I said, wow, this is Maya. Padhai likhai is Maya, beta. Then what is chatting on phone? What is dating? Sir, that is not Maya, that is Yog Maya. I said, wow, beta. They are intelligent, but that intelligence has to be channelized in the right fashion. Otherwise, in the name of being in the name of being independent seeker, in the name of being intelligent, they may end up going in the wrong direction. So, because there is unlimited download of information available to them. So just because we have a lot of information doesn't make us wise. That's important. Our Yamraj ji met one Gen Z. Yamraj ji जानते हैं ना? Yamraj ji, the god of death, punishment. Yamraj ji met Gen Z and he said, बेटा कहाँ जाना पसंद करोगे? स्वर्ग में या नरक में? The Gen Z replied, intelligent. Gen Z said, प्रभु बस पृथ्वी लोक से मेरा चार्जर और मोबाइल ले आइए, मैं कहीं पे भी रह लूंगा. I just need my charger and I just need my phone along with me and I can just live my life wherever you tell me. And that's what the world is today. You put the current generation in a small room without food. They can live. Someone was saying कि ये मोबाइल में ऐसा कौन सा विटामिन है? ये मोबाइल में ऐसा कौन सा विटामिन है कि एक दिन यदि मोबाइल हाथ में नहीं लिया तो न जाने कितनी कमजोरी आ जाती है. We feel so weak. I'm not feeling that energy. When we are living in such environment, obviously, it's not that easy. But there's one boy, again the Gen Z, उसको पूछा गया, what according to you is the best sacrifice? आपके हिसाब से सबसे बड़ी कुर्बानी क्या है? He said the greatest कुर्बानी is हम जब अपना फोन चार्जिंग से निकाल कर दूसरों को चार्जिंग के लिए वो प्लग पॉइंट दे दे, वो सबसे बड़ी कुर्बानी है. That's the greatest sacrifice. Intelligent people, they can connect to anything. They can connect anything to anything. But what is important, Krishna says, Arjun, we also need to become wise. And that's what we are going to do now. We are just going to don't go behind, go ahead. So I'm just going to speak certain principles of Gita in the Gen Z language, which will appeal to the Gen Z generation very, very vividly. How many of you have an Instagram account? और कोई पीछे बैठा है इंस्टाग्राम नहीं जानते हैं ना? अच्छा, आप वो शायद जनरेशन से नहीं है. Okay, how many of you have 66 followers? 66? What, Prabhu? 66 तो क्या है? How many of you have 66K followers? K जानते हैं ना? Okay, anyone here having 66M followers? प्रभु मजाक मत करो, हमारा भी समय आएगा, एक दिन हमारा समय आएगा. Don't worry, we are there. Give us some time. Now, now all of you agree that there is a difference between 66K and 66M? Major difference, right? 66 का वैल्यू है, 66K का वैल्यू है, बहुत ज्यादा है. 66M का वैल्यू, अरे प्रभु, I wish I also get that M factor in my life one day. Yes, there is a lot of difference in 66K and 66M. But someone who doesn't know, say someone who doesn't know what Instagram is and someone who doesn't know what K or M means, they don't know the value of that K and M. Is it not? They will think 66K, 66K मतलब शायद 66 Krishna, 66M matlab 66 Maya. No! When they don't know the meaning, it doesn't make sense to them whether it's 66K, 66M. Similarly, for someone who doesn't know what Bhagavad Gita is, all the shlokas will appear same only. It appears some Sanskrit, mix and match of words. But that's not what Gita is. Now, most of us knows Instagram. Now, most of us know how to make a reel also. Most of us know even how to put a story on Instagram. But very few actually knows how to really grow in Instagram. Is it not? Very few. How to really grow means how to really make money out of Instagram. Similarly, many of us, we know Gita. Many of us, we have heard Gita. We even know Gita has its utility, Gita has its value. But very few actually know how to really bring out the best from Gita. And that's why we conduct these courses. We are also work in progress. We are also learning. We are also trying to share what we have learned, what we have gained, what we have understood, and what we have benefited. So, what is important is, go ahead. Yeah. Go to the next. We are running short of time, but we have 8 main principles where we can connect Gita with the technical, not technical, techie language. Most of you are techie here, tech savvy. You all. For me to even run this PPT is not my cup of tea. But you ask current generation, Prabhu, you just tell me, ye mere daएं हाथ का खेल है, बाएं हाथ का खेल है. They can do it. So good at it. Okay, let's try to just quickly go through how Gita principles can be understood through these techie language. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay, the first principle what Gita speaks is phone battery versus the mind. Okay, how many of you have a mobile? Anytime your mobile gets discharged? Every time, now and then. Someone was saying, the best, they said this, सच्चा प्यार यदि जानना हो तो एक मोबाइल और चार्जर से पूछिए. क्यों? क्योंकि एक दिन भी मिले बिना वो रह नहीं सकते. You have to. They are inseparable. So yes, we all have our mobiles and our mobile batteries get discharged. Can you run a phone with a discharged or a dead battery? Yes or no? No. Can you run your mind? Can you run your mind if it is drained? You can't run your life if your mind is completely drained. Krishna tells to Arjuna, he tells, my dear Arjuna, when your phone hits 5%, when your phone hits 5%, we also panic. Immediately we look for charger, immediately we are searching, where is the plug point? And we try to conserve that battery, is it not? Similarly, Lord Krishna says, when our mind is too much drained with scrolling, comparing, worrying, how can you expect yourself to be at calm and peace? You can't expect. No, we will panic only. When our mind drains, we panic. We just not only panic, how do you know your mind is drained? How do you know your mind is drained now? Prabhuji coming and sitting here in the class, drained only. So boring talk. How do you know your mind is drained? Come on. Mind drain नहीं होता है? Discharge नहीं होता है? Mind का? When we start panicking, for no reason we throw tantrums. For no reason we become restless. For no reason we just keep thinking negative, and more we think negative, the more mind gets drained further. So Krishna is telling, just as our battery of the phone needs recharge, Arjun, your mind equally needs charging. And that charging is possible. Coming to this entire campus is like, this is like a charging station only. Take my words, trust me. People go to temple for what? To recharge them. Feel, to settle their mind, which is so running here and there. People experience that deep peace coming to temple. What is that? It's a recharging process. And when you come, especially to the temples like Iskcon, there are many areas where there are you feel charged up. Not just coming to the temple premise, not just looking at the beautiful form of the deities, not just hearing the talks on Gita, coming and eating prasadam is such a charging experience. Associating the devotee is such a charging experience. And that's why Srila Prabhupada opened temples in every nook and corner of the world, so that we all can. Imagine, you don't find a gas station when your car is probably running out of fuel. Even if you keep searching, but gas station has to be there nearby. Prabhupada created such stations, charging stations in such corners where probably no one would even think of. And here, what Krishna is telling, just as we need the electrical energy to charge our batteries, we need that spiritual energy to charge our mind. And of course, yes, what Krishna is telling Arjun, when you get up in the morning, don't just get up with charged phone and drained mind. Make sure that your phone is also charged, and make sure that your mind is also equally recharged or surcharged. Because when your mind is surcharged with positive vibes, even the greatest problem can be accommodated. You and me won't panic in the midst of challenges. You and me won't feel stressed out, although there is a lot of work pressure. That's the power, and we all need that recharging again and again and again. And that's why Lord Krishna, he tells Arjuna, stay in touch with me. Madmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Arjuna, stay connected. Madmana, think of me. Madbhakto, become my devotee. Madhyaji, worship me. Namaskuru, pay obeisances to me. When we have Krishna at all times with us, even if we feel drained, even if we feel discharged, never mind. We have Krishna, God, who will help us stay recharged again. So this is the first thing that Lord Krishna says. Don't start your day. Okay, the second. Attention versus connection. This is what Lord Krishna speaks in Gita. How many of you have a mobile? You all have a mobile. If your mobile will become discharged, what do you look for? Charger. You have a mobile, you have a charger. Okay, if you have a mobile but if you don't have charger, can you charge? No. Don't tell me I have a power bank. Chalo, if you don't have a power bank also. You have a mobile but you don't have a charger, you cannot charge. You have a mobile, you have a charger but you don't have a power plug. Can you charge? No. You have a mobile, you have charger, you have a power plug, but you don't have electricity only. Can you still charge? No. You have a mobile, you have a charger, you have a power plug, you have electricity, but you haven't switched on. You haven't switched on the button. Can you still charge? No. Okay, you have your mobile, you have your charger, you have your, what next? Plug point, you have electricity, you have even switched on, but if your connection is loose, can you still charge? No. In spite of having all these factors in place, if one factor is missing, O Arjun, you still cannot charge yourself. And that's what Lord Krishna tells here to Arjun. No? Arjun, learn to be attentive. It is only when you are attentive can you stay connected to anything. It's one thing to have your book in front of you for hours together, but it's a different ball game if something really sinks in. Why? Ultimately, कितना समझे वही तो अंदर जाएगा ना. And to the degree we are attentive, we can understand, or things will sink in. Otherwise, things will not. So Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna, Kaschideta Shrutam Patham Tvayekagrena Chetasa Kaschid Ajnana Sammoha Pranashtaste Dhananjaya. He uses the word Ekagrena. Arjuna, only when you are attentive will something sink in. Will you really understand anything? So connectivity, more we are connected, or more we are attentive, more we will be connected. And if, as they say, what do they say? Durgatna ghati, nazar hati, and Durgatna ghati. This is the common phrase we all have heard so many times. And that's what Krishna tells Arjun. You have to be attentive. And one small mistake and a lifetime of regret. In fact, Krishna tells to Arjuna this, that even if you get disconnected, Arjuna, don't worry. Because that's the nature in this age where there is so much distraction. It is but obvious to get distracted. Someone is shouting and we get distracted. Someone, the mobile, the pings, and all of a sudden the distraction factor comes into. There was this husband and a wife, both used to go for a job. In the afternoon, husband came to the house for his lunch. He told his wife, I'm very hungry, खाना परोसो. Wife ने बोला ठीक है, खाना लगाती हूँ. टेबल पे खाना परोसा. जैसे ही husband ने पति ने खाना खाया, he just started eating. He shouted, जोर से चिल्लाया. अरे तुम्हें कितनी बार कहा है? अरे तुम्हें कितनी बार कहा है कि खाना बनाते समय टेलीविजन मत देखा करो. ये क्या खाना बनाया? तुम दाल में नमक तक डालना भूल गई. पत्नी ने पीछे मुड़ के देखा, बोले हाय राम, क्या समझाओगे भी इनको. पत्नी भी जोर से चिल्लाई, अरे आपको कितनी बार कहा है कि खाना खाते समय मोबाइल में बात मत किया करो. आप दाल में नहीं, आप पानी में रोटी डुबा डुबा के खा रहे हो. Sometimes we are so lost that we don't even know what we are doing. Krishna is saying attention is so very important, Arjun. And to the degree we are attentive, to that degree our connection is strong. But Krishna tells to Arjuna, even if your connection is weak, still no problem. Try to come again and again to that place where the connectivity is strong. How many of you have traveled by train and there is a tunnel and you lose your connectivity? We all, right? We can't call anyone. And what can we do? We have to wait. Or we try to, probably, look for, what do you call? दूसरों के फोन से connect करते हैं? Hotspot. So when we lose connectivity, devotees are there who can share their hotspot. Devotees are the one who will actually share their inspiration with us. Don't forget to stay connected. And even if Krishna says, don't worry, even if you are disconnected, yato nischalati manaschanchalam astiram tato niyam yeta atmanyevam vasham nayet. Arjuna, there will be times where you will be fully lost. You will be fully lost and spaced out. Don't worry, don't lose hope. Many times our mind is so distracted and our mind is so disturbed that kahin pe man nahi lagta hai. Krishna says, don't worry, Arjun. It happens. That's the default setting of the mind to get distracted. But yato nischalati manaschanchalam astiram. Arjun, man ka swabhav hai, chanchal hai. Jabhi bhi wo bhagta hai na, pakad ke lekhe aao. Tato niyam yeta. And when there is complete loss of connectivity, the prayer is the best Wi-Fi. It's an invisible Wi-Fi which will help us connect to that ultimate divine. And when we have that Wi-Fi, which helps us connect, actually faith is like that Wi-Fi. To the degree we have strong faith, to that degree our Wi-Fi connectivity will be stronger. So here the second principle that Lord Krishna speaks, connection truly matters. The third is what this dear Prabhu was sitting here, all of a sudden the mobile pinged. Notification versus thoughts. How many notifications do we get in our mobile every day? So many. How many messages? How many mails? Do we really look into all the notifications? No. There is something called spam. How many of you know? What is spam? A junk or an unused or an unwanted message or an unwanted mail. Krishna is telling Arjun, our mind also keeps throwing notifications after notifications. Lot of thoughts that keeps popping up. But not all those thoughts are important. Very important. Our mind says, you are useless. You are good for nothing. You can never do it. You will never succeed. One thing I can give you advice, commit suicide. I'm not saying, the mind tells many times. So how many youngsters nowadays get suicidal thoughts? Only 8 lakhs per year commit suicide. 80% of the people who commit suicide are literate. They are educated, well-to-do. Bhagavad Gita, modern education, understand this, modern education gives us the means of living. Means मतलब जो भी ज़रूरियात है उनको facilities चाहिए. Modern education, modern science gives us the means to our living. Yes, spiritual science, Gita gives us meaning to our living. This is what is we are looking for ultimately. Not just the means to live, but meaning in life. And when we have the meaning to live, even if we don't have means, we are still happy. There are these small kids, who have so many toys. The cupboards are filled with toys, but still they are crying only. Every new toy that comes, they want it. Every new model of iPhone comes, the younger generation wants it. And if they don't get it, they are in a perpetual mode of dissatisfaction. Unfortunately. But someone who has this greatest wealth of satisfaction, Krishna says, they are happy anyways, in all ways. So here Krishna is teaching us notifications, will keep coming. Mind will keep throwing notification. Not all notification needs to be addressed. Not all waste thoughts, negative thoughts are important. We need the real maturity is which notification to really give time to. So many thoughts that may keep coming. What is important is what do we prioritize? Which thoughts do we really pick up and try to focus on? So, yes. Any pings, any notifications coming? I always tell this, we all have heard Hanuman Chalisa so many times. Bhoot pisach nikat nahi aave, Mahavir jab naam sunave. Now the trends have changed. भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे, उसके बदले में भूख प्यास निकट नहीं आवे, WhatsApp जब हाथ में आवे. That's what has happened where we living in the world today. So many notifications, and unfortunately, if we just keep addressing all the notifications all the time, we will end up doing nothing. Arjun, addressing notification is not wrong, but pick up what is right. Be wise. Not every battle needs to be fought. Arjun, choose your battles wisely. This is what Krishna tells to Arjuna. We are on the third, we have 5 more to go. Yes, the fourth is GPS and fourth is GPS and Bhagavad Gita. It's a misprint there. How many of us have Google Maps? Yes, we all believe in Google Maps very strongly than people nowadays. लोगों को पूछेंगे कैसे जाना है? They may misguide. They may tell शायद यहाँ से आपको सीधा जाके लेफ्ट टर्न लेके फिर राइट टर्न लेके नहीं शायद आपको यहाँ से लेफ्ट टर्न ही लेना है. So when you hear people, then you may think, यार, I can't believe this person. But if you open Google Maps will tell, and moment whatever Google Maps tell, we believe, right? Krishna, he knows everyone, each of our journey, and even if we are going in the wrong direction, Krishna is always there to guide us. When we take wrong turn, the Google map will reroute, right? There is a funda called rerouting. The Google map will again help us show the best possible route. Krishna is giving the best possible route to reach our destination. And even if we commit mistakes, even if we don't follow that route, we may probably halt for some time at some place, but Krishna will continue to show us, guide us, and that's what Gita is all about. So Bhagavad Gita guides us through life's difficult decisions. The feelings that we have, they may show today's road, but wisdom shows us life's destination. We just have 4 minutes to go, and we'll just take the last one because I cannot overboard. We have Aarti very soon at 7 o'clock. The fifth is, are you all there? Yes? for few more minutes? Okay, thank you. The fifth is software updates versus self-improvement. How many of us, we have our mobile and the notification comes that your software needs to be updated. And what if you don't update your software? What will happen? The phone will become slow, probably the apps will crash. Not just that, what happens is you won't get newer and newer, what do you call it? Features in your phone, right? So you need to update your phone frequently. And that's what Krishna tells to Arjun. Arjun, Krishna says, don't expect a new life to run with the same old software. With the same old habits that we all carry. We are so much attached to those old habits. Krishna says, you cannot become a better version of yourself unless you upgrade yourself. So Bhagavad Gita says that how this body is a hardware and our mind is the software, and we, the soul, is the user. And we all need to constantly keep upgrading. In the sense, our mind, which probably keeps taking us down, down, down with the negative thoughts all the time, we need to stay updated with the spiritual knowledge so that we can upgrade ourselves frequently, regularly. That's why Lord Krishna says, Ashocyan anvashochastvam pragyavadam chapashase gatasum agatasumscha nanushochanti pandita. Arjun, you think you are a great pandit? But there are far more higher versions that you need to explore. There are far more higher versions that are available. Arjun, your thinking is just clogged. Your thinking pattern is so narrow. It's like a tunnel vision. You need to broaden your consciousness, Arjun. And that's why this software update, more we update and upgrade spiritually, more we will improve ourselves internally and externally. So like this, don't tempt me to go ahead. Okay, the last. How many of you have headphones? Especially AirPods, Apple AirPods. Moment you put Apple AirPods in your ears, there is some phenomenon called noise cancellation. You actually stop hearing what's going outside, even without the music being on. And this is what Krishna tells to Arjun. Chanting is actually compared to like noise cancellation headphones. Noise cancellation headphones क्या करते हैं? They will not completely make the noise zero, but they will reduce the outside noise so that you can hear the noise here becomes very clear, whatever you are going to hear. Similarly, Krishna tells to Arjuna chanting, repetitive chanting of the holy names. Yajnanam japa yagyosmi, Lord Krishna tells. The best form of yajna is the chanting of the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna tells Arjuna, the headphones won't completely silence the world outside, but they will definitely reduce the noise within your mind. Sometimes our mind shouts, screams, and becomes so loud that we can't just hear the wise messages. We can't hear the wisdom. And as a result, Lord Krishna says, Arjun, develop this habit of chanting. And this chanting will declutter, will actually decloud the mind which is filled with so many noises. It will definitely help you calm down. And that's why again and again scriptures, they recommend chanting Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nastyeva, Nastyeva, Nastyeva Gatiranyata. This is the best form to stay connected, chanting the holy names again and again, as far as possible, as much as you can. Keep chanting. Jive Sadaiva Bhajasundarani, Namani Krishnasya Manoharani, Samasta Bhaktarti Vinashanani, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. O my tongue, please glorify. Jive Sadaiva. Sadaiva means constantly, at all times. You and me may not know the power, we are underestimating the potential that we all have with us. Provided more we connect to the holy name, more we will unleash that potential that's there within us. So yes, chanting will definitely create that space within our mind which will help us think broader. Otherwise, our mind which is so much filled, cluttered, clogged, filled with cribbing, crying, criticizing all the time, complaining, we cannot think constructively. And that's what Lord Krishna says, Arjun, adopt this chanting as the best means to cancel the noise within our mind. I will stop here. We have some announcement. I wish I could take some question answers also, but we are also starting an online course. Prabhu will share. Maybe he will share. If someone wishes to join online course on Gita, then please do contact. Thank you very much for your kind patience and hearing. I'm really sorry if I've spoken something which has hurt anyone's sentiment, but I just shared whatever I have heard. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Gen Z also hears everything on 2x. I'm going to speak on 2x today because I am short of time. Alright. So, firstly, we would like to thank Prabhuji. So, quickly, how do we thank him? Haribol! 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 And yes, Gen Z doesn't like monologues. You like dialogues. We don't have time, unfortunately. But Prabhuji is starting a course 24th August. Right? That is the time you can connect with him. Every Mondays, 7 to 8 p.m. The entire Gita, systematically, 36 sessions. Don't miss it. Alright? The notice board has all the details, the code, everything. Run down after the Aarti and connect. Alright? Secondly, we would like to specially welcome all those who've come for the very, very first time to Sri Sri Radha Gopinath's Sunday feast. May I request you all to please stand up wherever you are seated. Just stand up so that we can welcome you nicely. Whoever has come in for the first time? Yes, thank you. Please, we have a special gift for you. So, please stand up and let know. Alright.
Don't feel shy, the Gen Zs are...
Don't feel shy, yeah. Gen Zs have to, alright. So, how do we welcome them, everyone? Loudly, Haribol! Haribol! So, we would like to pray at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha Gopinath Ji that may this be the beginning of your spiritual journey. राधा गोपीनाथ जी के श्री चरणों पे ये प्रार्थना करते हैं कि ये आपकी आध्यात्मिक जिंदगी की शुरुआत हो. If you all have any questions pertaining to spirituality, pertaining to Bhagavad Gita, pertaining to Iskcon institution or the temple, our volunteers are right behind. You can raise your hands. Prabhuji is this side, Mataji is that side. So if you all can go there, collect your gifts, collect a dinner coupon, dinner prasad coupon, and any questions you have, please feel free to ask them. Alright? If you all can please move, it will be great. They are there to assist you. Any questions, don't feel shy. Alright? In addition to that, please understand, we also have a current Bhagavad Gita program running.